Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. In my hands is the Joy Toy Ultramarines Primaris Captain in Gravis Armor. Pretty excited for this figure because I kind of like the actual miniature this is based off of. So Joy Toy is doing a whole bunch of figures based off of Warhammer 40,000. It is, I think, 1/18th scale. Let's see here, it's 1/16 centimeter collector's figure. I think it's 1/18th scale. So they've got a hell of a line so far. Lots of Space Marines. They're just moving into Chaos. They also have Imperial Guard, Orcs coming. It's pretty much, it's amazing. Dreadnoughts and Victor War suits, and there's so much coming. It's gonna be, it's pretty crazy is what you can get. So we get a little card here showing off the figure. I don't know if we'll be able to translate that. This is Captain Voltian. Alright, very pumped. Alright, let's see what else we have in the bag. Looks like we got a stand for this. I don't think any of these have come with stands yet so far. And let's open this up and show it off. Now, I will admit I am slightly nervous about the figure. The reason I'm nervous is the previous character figure that we got, which was the Librarian, was a little bit underwhelming. And just not up to snuff compared to some of the other releases so far. We got tape all over. There we go. It just wasn't up to snuff. It was just not quite as good of a figure, which I will admit is kind of a bummer overall. So I will, as I say, I'm nervous about the figure because of, well, what happened with the Librarian, which it just wasn't good. It was not good. All right, we're doing the stand test. The figure is standing perfectly. Not an issue at all. I didn't really have to manipulate it at all. All right, let's do bends and see how it does. We got foot all around. And the one thing about these figures are they are amazing when it comes to the bending of the figure itself. Well, that sucked. Huh. I didn't really do anything, and this fell off the top. So that stinks. That really stinks. We might have to reach out to him and get that fixed, because that's not cool. I mean, I didn't do anything, and that thing totally fell off. So we got some quality issues with the figures, it seems like. So that's kind of a bummer. And honestly, when I just stood it up, I don't think this was even that was there. So, all right, I'll go back to the bending. The knee bends great. Hips, lots of pretty solid movement. It doesn't look like it goes out at all with the leg, but we get at least up. Waist, lots of movement at the waist. Arms, solid movement there. We're not getting the shoulder popping off like we did with the Librarian. Elbows. We got good double joint, and the wrist, high movement there as well. All right, let's look at accessories. We got an extra hand here. Looks like it's placed slightly different than the other right hand. Let's see if this hand holds the sword or not, or if we need to switch hands to do that. Oh, that popped off pretty easy. All right, let's try the other hand and see how that does. Well, that gets on really easy. Let's talk about the sword itself. It looks like a cool power sword. We get some good shading on it. It's not quite just silver like we see for a lot of toys that are out there. We get the skull underneath. The painting on the skull is a little bit inconsistent. Let's try to get this focused on the skull on that. Alright, I don't know how well it'll come off. Is on one side it is white eyes, on the other it's black eyes, so that's inconsistent. So that's kind of a shame. But otherwise I think the sword looks really nice with this nice shading throughout. It's not just silver, there's like a silver to kind of like a white, which actually makes me kind of want to do this for my figures. That I think it's just, it looks really good. I gotta admit, I'm really bummed that the top of it kind of just came off. I don't think that was on at all at any point. So, you know, maybe we'll reach out and can get a replacement. If nothing else, you know, worst case, we can just glue it back on. Doesn't look like it's that complicated. All right, we also got a Power Fist with Storm Bolter attached. The chain, or the belt chain for the weapons, looks really good. We get details of at least one bullet within the chamber, which is pretty cool. Shading looks really nice. It's not just straight blue. There's a slight shade to everywhere. The cape as well is a nice, like, thick rubber that will bend nicely for posing. Overall, it's a pretty cool figure. Other than that, the top busted. Lots of details here. We got a scroll. We have kind of like a little charms bones. The chains around the waist looks really good. The checkers on the waist is really impressive. That's some nice painting. All right, let's look at the face. The librarian's face was horrible. Fortunately, this one is not much better. The face looks a little busted, I'll be honest. It looks very off to me, and just kind of like the librarian, the eyes are like weird. It's the painting. Like, the face itself isn't bad. It's just the painting does not quite give it the quality. It's a little bit better than the librarian. I mean, it's a lot better than the librarian. Librarian is horrible when it comes to painting. But yeah, it's still, I think some of the heads for some of the other figures are way better. All right, getting this out. It was very difficult getting this out. And unfortunately, this happened before as the peg popped off the head. So it's going to be a little difficult to get the alternate head on with the Space Marine helmet with the peg off. Because I probably think I'd prefer the Space Marine helmet on this one, because the face is a little bit eh. Getting the head out is a pain in the butt, so the design on that is not the greatest in the world, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So overall, all right, my thoughts are this. There's a lot of detail on this. It's a really nice figure. Obviously, we got the broken piece, which sucks. I don't know how prevalent that is for other folks, but, you know, that's just not cool. The head coming out is a massive pain in the butt as well, so that's not great. The hands swap is okay. Like, I don't see major differences between the two hands that you need to do the swap, but maybe it's enough to hold the wrist or something like that. The shoulder issue that we saw with the librarian isn't as present with this. But the details are really nice. Oh yeah, we got this bag that we gotta go through. Hold on. Totally forgot. There's a full bag of extra stuff. All right, we got a base for this, which has not been available for any other figures, so this is new. All the figs do have pegs though, which is kind of cool. It doesn't really feel like the peg fits in the foot though. So yeah, if there's a peg, there's two pegs actually. There's two pegs on this. A nice base. This actually would be like a really good base for just a game of 40k, to be honest, if you get a whole bunch of these. That's really funny. Yeah, the feet just don't want to stick in the pegs, so the pegs kind of are like a little bit worthless right now. Or the base as a whole is a little bit worthless. And then, let's see what else we got. We do have this weapon, nice red. We get the cool grenade launcher underneath. Overall, I mean, we've seen this before with other figures. It's really nice detail. I love the fact the grenades are on the belt. The great coloring on this is solid. I'm a big fan and like really happy with the weapons that you kind of get with these figures. So that's really great. Overall, it's a weird figure. Like I'm a little underwhelmed, and then at the same time, like I'm really cool with it. Obviously, we got the broken helm. It figures the pegs, I can tell you, are too big to actually fit on the feet. So that's a little weird. So yeah, like, bit mixed, gonna be honest, little mixed on this one. You can get your own. We've got some links underneath this video where you can purchase your own. Some of them will be affiliate links, so we get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And just watching us, you support us, so thank you for that. If you are into board games, Games Workshop, whatever, card games, miniature games, whatever, check us out every single day at BoardGameToday.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, and TikTok, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep playing those games, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos, or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.